Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining another podcast of the Effective You series. We have on the call today David Allen. Here's a quick introduction for David Allen. Well, even before I jump into that, I want you to know that David Allen is very famous for his GTD, Getting Things Done, technique and series of books and other products. You can get to his website. His main website is davidco.com, and he has just an amazing blog which you can get to from his website with lots of information that he shares with you every day. He's on Twitter, one of the most prolific Twitter participants with I think 1 million followers or some ridiculous number like that. And on top of that, he shares a lot of free information as well on his blog, not just tips and techniques, but articles that he writes. So, which is really great because, that's really the hallmark of someone who's doing something amazing and helping others do it without necessarily charging. But his books and his system are highly recommended. And not only is David an author, a consultant, a lecturer, and a speaker, but he's built an amazing business with this whole approach. And his approach has to do with really making you the best person as far as personal and professional organization productivity is concerned. He has about 30 years of experience, research, coaching, and speaking under his belt. And Forbes recognized him as one of the top 5 executive coaches in the U.S., as well as one of the top 100 thought leaders. He got that recognition from Leadership Magazine. Time Magazine labeled his first book, Getting Things Done, which is a runaway bestseller over the years, the defining self-help business book of the decade. The other books that David has written are Ready for Anything and Making It All Work, Winning at the Game of Work and Business of Life. So welcome, David.
Delighted to be here. Thanks.
It's quite a pleasure to have you here. And so really let's jump in and ask you the basic question which, some people may not be aware of your product and its approach. What is GTD, Getting Things Done?
GTD is a set of best practices about how you essentially are able to free up your psyche and your head and your focus to focus on the most meaningful stuff and how to keep your head clear in the process. It's really about just not so much a foreign language or a new technology so much as it is just a recognition of what are those things that we do that allow us to get more things under control and have the appropriate focus. And I just sort of identified what those best practices are and put them together in a workable methodology.
Yes, indeed. And I have followed that methodology. It's an absolute pleasure to be able to clear all my email in Outlook and, feel the pressure lift and then free myself up for creative activities and actually having time to do strategy rather than being reactive. So thank you for enabling folks like me to be successful in this fashion.
Sure. I think, Manu, to a large degree, as opposed to, look, let me create an additional 5 hours of time. Yeah, well, if you implement GTD, it'll shave a lot of time off of how much time it takes you to just process incoming and sort of stay on top of your game. So that will save you some time and with some efficiency. But I think the real key is, as you mentioned, is really more just creative space as you move around. Just all the time sort of being a lot more in your zone as a way to operate as opposed to having that some exceptional experience.